Hi, and welcome to MHS Voice. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Sierra.
Seniors, for many of you, college is right around the corner. It's about that time to start filling out applications and applying to schools. Here's 10 tips on how to prepare yourself for the college application process. Don't wait. Send in your applications as soon as possible. Applying earlier than later shows the university how much you care for it and how badly you want to go there. Go visit the campus. When college is the right fit, you will know it. There is nothing quite like being at the campus of the school you want to attend. Being in the atmosphere of the school is the best way to get a good feel. Make yourself stand out. While writing your essay, try to stay as far away from basic as possible. Wow the people in admissions and draw their interest. Apply to around 3 schools: a stretch school, a reasonable school, and a safe school. College applications can get pricey, so unless you plan to drop some serious amount of money, choose wisely. When choosing your school, look further ahead than just 4 years. Don't choose just because of the social aspect. In the end, all that matters is if you have a degree or not. When writing your essay, make sure you follow the directions and make sure you follow them clearly. More often than you think, applicants shoot themselves in the foot just by not reading the instructions clearly. After you are done proofreading, give your essay to a couple of other people to proofread and edit. You can never proofread it too many times. Be wise with who you get to write your recommendations. After they write the recommendations, you'll never see what they say. So be smart. Always keep an extra copy of everything you need for the application process. At any time, something can go missing. Don't add any additional stress to the process. And finally, just take a deep breath and take each application one at a time. Don't let it get to your head and stress you out. It's just college after all.
Chesterfield Town Centers hosted the 6th annual Denim Drive on September the 27th. PTSAs from all over Chesterfield participated in the drive. High schools competed for a chance to win up to $1,000. Manchester donated over 360 pairs of jeans and made $500 in the process. Who knew old jeans could make so much money?
So Sierra, how do you feel about the new Chromebooks?
Well, I like them other than that doggone trackpad. That thing's so hard to use, I had to get a mouse.
Well, the new Chromebooks are finally here. How are teachers and students feeling about it? Here's Rebecca with the story.
Manchester High School received Chromebooks on September 22nd. In order for students to receive a Chromebook, they had to pay a $50 fee and had to return a signed form. They then received a barcode which allowed for them to go to the auditorium to receive a Chromebook and a charger. Though teachers were not issued Chromebooks, they were required to take lessons on the Chromebook.
Because all the training they gave us for the Chromebooks were on the programs that we can use, but of course we haven't touched a Chromebook. So it's a learning curve.
The first day Chromebooks were given, teachers showed a presentation that showed students how to navigate through the Chromebooks. Chromebooks can be used in many different ways in school.
The whole class can participate and really learn a lot about the topic that we're discussing.
You know, as an English teacher, I think that the Chromebooks will help them more as writers and researchers.
Chromebooks provide the student with the ability to have computer access in school and out of school.
I can do my homework done anywhere, any class, in AP, or when we have free time in a class, I can just take my Chromebook out and do my homework.
For MHS Voice, this is Rebecca reporting.
The Student Council Association is bigger and better than ever. From pep rallies to homecoming, they do it all. So here's Kanae with the inside story.
The Student Council Association, or SCA, is sponsored by Renee Craner and Shannon Winfrey.
SCA is a student-led organization that is to encompass the entire school as opposed to just an individual class like a senior or junior class.
Alongside the teachers, the student representatives assist in many different school activities.
We're partnering again with Mr. Chasm with the Hitting Cancer Below the Belt Strikeout event. So we do things like that. It's not just we do homecoming and then we're done.
I oversee all the events we do. So like we do homecoming, of course, and we do like the Thanksgiving dinners and other stuff throughout the year.
The officers meet every week on Fridays, and then the reps meet the first Mondays of every month.
I really enjoy working with my other officers. It's really cool because everybody brings different ideas to the table. Everybody's willing to help out and do their part in executing our events.
We try to do something every month, and then at the rep meetings, then we disseminate that information. We have students sign up for the different committees that they can belong to. We ask for their input on certain things. So usually that's what we're doing during our rep meetings.
Anybody that's interested in SCA, I would say join. You get to have your voice heard about stuff like homecoming.
If you want to be involved in an organization that is truly about school spirit, then SCA is the club for you.
For MHS Voice, this is Kanae reporting.
Hey, Sierra,
What's up?
do you know what time it is?
10:12.
Nope. It's peanut butter jelly time.
We went out on the streets to figure out which comes first, the peanut butter or the jelly.
When you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, do you put the jelly on there first or the peanut butter?
Peanut butter always.
I put the peanut butter on there first, then I put the jelly on there.
The jelly and then the peanut butter.
I put the peanut butter on first.
Put the peanut butter on first.
Peanut butter.
The peanut butter.
I don't like peanut butter and jelly.
Definitely peanut butter first.
But why?
Because it makes sense. It's just how you do things. You can't do that. You can't do that. You gotta put the peanut butter. I said the peanut butter. The jelly. The jelly.
The peanut butter on one side, and then I wipe the knife off on the other side, and then I got the clean knife, and I go for the jelly.
You have to carefully balance the peanut butter and the jelly, and until you know the thickness of the peanut butter you've chosen, you can't really know how much jelly to spoon out.
You gotta get rid of that other layer and put it on the other piece of bread so you don't have a dirty knife when you go to get your jelly. There you go, America.
There's something in your wallet that's changed, and you should know about it. The U.S. has finally introduced a new secure way to pay for the things that you want and need. Debit and credit cards now have a microchip that in most cases requires a PIN to protect your valued dollars. You don't swipe the new card. Instead, you load it into a dock each time you want to buy something. It's more secure and makes the crooks stay on their toes.
High schools around the nation have competitive swim teams. Why can't we? Chesterfield parents are volunteering to fully fund high school swim clubs. Eventually, the goal is to get the swim team to become a VHSL sport. Practices will be held 3 to 4 days a week and will begin in November. The total cost is estimated to be about $250 per swimmer. If you have any additional questions, there's information posted on Mr. Chasm's door. I don't know if you've heard, but there's a ghost at Manchester High.
Ooh. The ghost has been lurking the halls, and his name is Nick Murphy. The senior doesn't attend school at all. How does he do this? He takes all of his classes at the Tech Center and John Tyler. Here's Gabriella with the story.
Senior Nick is described as the Ghost Lancer. He takes all of his classes outside of regular school.
I just didn't want to wake up every day at 7:20 and wanted a schedule that kind of suited what I wanted to do and start college early.
Nick had to follow Mr. Costy's regulations so that he would have the opportunity to take tech and college level classes.
The only thing that we really had to make sure of was that Nick was taking 5 credit-bearing classes, high school credit-bearing classes, because he still wanted to play volleyball.
Nick takes more advanced classes than the average senior.
In order to fulfill my diploma, I needed 2 more credits. I took government and English college level, and that's going to fulfill my diploma for high school.
Mr. Costy cautions students who want to finish high school too soon.
You know, sometimes you can move too quickly into adulthood. You know, we kind of want you all to be kids while you're kids. Because being an adult looks great because we make it look so easy. But, I mean, it's not that way.
Nick had a message to share for his former classmates.
All right, my fellow seniors, I will not see you at all. I'll see you June 10th when I'm walking with everybody.
This is Gabriella reporting.
Manchester High School's student section never fails to up the morale of their team players. These students have been called crazy, wild, and insane. Let's go to Patricia to find out more about the Lancer Lunatics.
Lancer Lunatics is a group of Manchester high school students who attend various sporting events in order to encourage players and spread school spirit. Since the beginning, this group has grown into a massive student section at events like football.
It started really with Andrew Saunders and his crew 2 years ago. They had a bunch of guys that came to the volleyball games, mostly his baseball buddies and their friends, and then they, of course, took it to the football games and to other events and just tried to have a good time. They're copying what they see at colleges and other schools.
This year, seniors Lauren, Sarah, and Josue have played a major role in organizing the lunatic section into such a large crowd.
Before football season even started, Sarah, Josue, and I all sat down and we were figuring out, which games would be good, or which themes would be good for home games and away games.
The Lunatics don't have a large budget. However, the only thing that they buy is paint and items to help others express their school spirit.
When we sold the t-shirts, we made a lot of profit. So whenever we buy extra stuff like the silly string or the glow sticks, we use that fund.
All students can not only participate, but are encouraged to show school spirit by joining with the Lunatics.
They listen for announcements, and it kind of is an organic thing. It just kind of manifests itself each week.
All you do is just sit with us and get hype, because you don't have to have the t-shirt, you don't have to have paint or anything. You can just literally just show up and just sit with us and do the chants with us.
From MHS Voice, this is Patricia reporting.
Thanks for joining us on another edition of MHS Voice.
I'm Sierra.
And I'm Andrew.
Until next time, toodles.
Keep your camera limbs on. No flash photography is permitted in the school, and do not touch the students. They are savages. Just lay off.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger, man. Take your order.
All I care about is money.
All seniors, you are
Class of 2016. Congratulations to King Zachary, Queen Abby, and their court.